Hello and welcome to another Doctor's Assistant 1 video, and today I'm taking a look at my PS3 collection. I recently did a Xbox 360 collection update. This is my PS3 collection update sort of thing, even. I've got a few games, new games, since the last video I did ages ago probably. What was I going to say? So yeah, I'll just get this started with LEGO Star Wars: The Complete Saga. I have a very odd recollection of this game, as I played it yesterday, or a little bit of it yesterday. Really enjoyed it, by the way. Very fun game. Again, it's one of those games where it is just fun. I'm not the biggest fan of the Star Wars franchise, but I do like it. What was I going to say? So yeah, I picked this up at Granger's Games for about £12. For the PS3, and yeah, I've played the LEGO Star Wars game, or the Complete Saga one, on the Nintendo Wii, but as I was playing through this, I had this weird recollection, and it just popped into my head that originally I played this on the original Xbox. Now the thing is, back in the first place, they'd only released 1, 2, and 3, and then like 4, 5, and 6 as two separate games, and so I think my recollection of playing it a long time ago, like when I was really younger, was from when it was just like episodes 1, 2, and 3. And as I say, I had that like LEGO Star Wars game for the original Xbox. And then, as I say, I got the Complete Saga one for the Nintendo Wii, and now I've got it for this, as I don't have it anymore for the Wii. So yeah, but yeah, I enjoyed playing it yesterday. A bit of that yesterday, as yeah, I like the LEGO games, and unfortunately prior to that game in my collection only got LEGO City Undercover for the Nintendo Wii U. Bulletstorm by Epic Games and People Can Fly Studio folk, or the three people at EA, Epic Games and People Can Fly, and it's a decent game from what I have played of it. I got stuck really early on and haven't played it since, but you know, you've got this cool whip-like thing, electric whip you can use, and it was like £2 or £4. Either £2 or yeah, £4, so it was dirt cheap, so I just thought, why the hell not? It's extremely violent. It's very much like Gears of War meets, say, something more like Mirror's Edge, in the sense that you run around quite quickly. It's a more open-ish action-adventure type game like Mirror's Edge than Gears of War. Like, the Gears of War world is quite narrow when you're actually playing it, and this, as I say, it just felt more open anyway, but it is very brutal and very gory and whatnot, like Gears of War. Destroy Humans: Path of the Furlong, and that, really enjoyed playing this on the original Xbox. On my 360. One of the earliest games I ever got for the Xbox 360. So I just thought, hey, I might as well get it for PS3, and I've played a little bit of it, like barely any, really. I just haven't played it since. I really did enjoy it though. I used to enjoy it anyway. Clearly I don't anymore, but which is a bit odd. Grand Theft Auto 5. What can I really say about Grand Theft Auto 5 that hasn't been said already, really? That's a thing that I've got. Technically, I never even bought it either. My best friend over at Nerd Central, he has the Steelbook version of this game, and basically was like, you might as well take this copy, as I don't need it, and that, so... Deadpool, which is one of the very few games on the PS3 that I've actually fully completed the story of. That doesn't mean that I've got all of the trophies, but yeah, I do. I am proud of finally completing a game on the list of PS3 games I have here. God of War, which I'll be honest, I did think was the original God of War, as this side, as it was displayed like this on the shelf, and then obviously I took it like down like this and was like, oh, it's the third God of War, when actually they don't have a 3 anywhere and don't make it very clear when it's displayed like such. So as I say, I bought it thinking it was the original God of War, when actually it's the third one, and I'm very much stuck on this boss person, as the game is extremely difficult, but it does showcase the power of a Sony console such as the PS3 and hopefully the PS4 when the newest one comes out. Injustice: Gods Among Us, the Ultimate Edition, it's a very good fighting game. It's a very fun fighting game. And if you like fighting games and you like DC, it's a no-brainer to get, really. Warhammer 40,000 Space Marines, I bought this because it was dirt cheap. It was literally like £2 or something really dirt cheap like that, so I was like, why not, really? It's an okay action-adventure type game. It's in a very similar vein to Gears of War, but with, obviously, the theme being the Warhammer franchise. Little Big Planet 2, really enjoyed it from what I remember of playing it. Little Big Planet 1, pretty much the base that the Little Big Planet franchise is built upon in 2, really, and so I think out of the 2 of the games, 2 is probably the better one, because if you play 2 and then you go back, you definitely feel like this one's got less content and less things there. And vice versa, really. You think if you start with this and then go to 2, you definitely see that 2 has more to offer. So, Killzone 3, which I've played quite a bit of the multiplayer, and I really enjoyed the multiplayer from when I did have PSN, or not PSN, I had my PS3 connected to the online thing. It's disconnected now, and I just can't be bothered connecting it. I'm that lazy. The campaign was decent. I mean, it is very generic, and it is essentially Sony's attempt at getting back at Microsoft for making Halo, really, in my opinion. Resistance 3, which I think is the best Resistance game in the series, but I've been informed by one of my friends at secondary school once. I was informed by him that this is supposed to be the worst, even though personally I think it's the best. But but it don't help that and this and Killzone were 2 of the first games that I got with the PS3. So yeah, I definitely really enjoyed that. Resistance 2, not played too much of that, so I don't have much to say on that. And Ratchet and Clank, Crack in Time, and Ratchet and Clank, Tools of Destruction. The main reason why I haven't really talked about these last 3 is because, again, I really don't have much to say about them. But yeah, I have a total of 15 games for my PS3, so that's something, I guess, considering I don't often collect for the PS3. I don't know, I just never get around to it. I mean, it definitely has, out of the 7th generation, it probably has the best library of slash balance between first party and third party games, in my opinion. I think the 360 is probably better if you're more into your more mature titles such as Gears of War or Halo and that, whereas, as I say, the PS3 is that nice balance between having something like this and this for these 2 titles for like teens and adults, and then having something like Little Big Planet for kids and Ratchet and Clank and so on for kids as well. So thanks for watching, comment, rate and subscribe.